You know, you don't get a moniker like Music City without some great musicians to make the music. And those players can't make great music without quality crafted instruments. With so many choices out there, though, it takes a special talent to stand out above the crowd of craftsmen. Well, Tammy Arender met one on a recent trip to Spring Hill.
Mel Deol is a well-known musician in Nashville circles. He's a session player and a jazz guitar instructor. So when he picks up a guitar, he knows what to listen for and how it should feel to the touch.
This is very balanced, very smooth, and consistent.
My sister got me a guitar for Christmas when I was in the 5th grade. And the whole family's regretted it ever since. But
Mark Piper of Spring Hill jokes about his first encounter with a guitar, but that introduction at Christmas when he was just 11 years old has now allowed others to experience an incredible gift, that of an angelic sound of a custom-built archtop guitar.
I came to Nashville finally thinking, boy, I'm going to hit it big here. I realized the guy pumping my gas could play rings around me, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to get a different angle, but you know, they all need their guitars repaired.
So Mark set aside his dream to become a famous musician and became a jazz guitar player's dream builder after years of working under the tutelage of some of the country's foremost jazz guitar builders like Bob Benedetto and world-renowned guitar manufacturers. He's now on his own, crafting and creating his signature instrument in a shop behind his house.
Added on to the shop in the back and talked my wife out of the garage and started to kind of get things going, making some sawdust. All of these jigs and fixtures are pretty much made by me.
From start to finish, Mark's mark is left on each instrument. Nothing here is a cookie-cutter creation.
There's something about a hand-built instrument that if you're working on a line in a factory, you've got a quota each day, and you really can't take the time to make everything exactly as perfect. You know, they have a quality level that they go for, but I just take it to probably almost a sick level.
Each stage of the building process is cautiously carried out by Mark, but this exercise of what's called graduating the inside of the guitar is what he says is most critical.
This is called graduating the top, and I use a cabinet scraper because it just gives me a lot of control over this. I can take off very minute amounts at a time with each stroke.
Another step that's extremely important is shaping the sides of the guitar. He uses stainless steel heating blankets that are between 220 and 240 degrees.
I don't want to bend too quickly or the wood might crack. I don't want it to get too hot or it'll char it.
Once Mark has the wood in this shape, it only takes 2 or 3 minutes for the fibers in that wood to bend into that shape. But he lets it cool overnight so that it remembers that shape and stays that way.
Mark spends anywhere from 6 to 9 months fashioning these fabulous archtops. He enjoys the painting and staining of the wood as much as he loves the carpentry. Once the process is complete, he carves the company name on it, Redentore, which is Italian for Redeemer.
Most of the really renowned archtop builders are Italians, and many of the jazz guitarists are Italian as well. And it's kind of there's a little mystique or a persona about it. And so I Googled a bunch of Italian words and I said, Redentore, yeah, that'll do it.
Mark doesn't leave the test driving of his masterpieces to himself. He likes to have other accomplished musicians take his babies for a spin. That's where Mel Deol comes in. Mark says no two guitars sound alike, but all should have a rich, defined, articulate sound. If asked if his guitar is better than what's on the market at the local music store, his humility won't let him say yes. But he can say that his archtop has at least one element that a guitar you pick off the shelf won't have.
Each one is a little unique, a little different. There's just a degree of actual love involved, I guess. You know, it's just, I love guitars, I always have, and I try to put as much of myself as I possibly can into each instrument.